love accents, don't they? All right. Show me your things. Whoa, huge bag. Big bag.
Second question. Sorry. Do you remember it? If you do, what was your favorite Ayame line?
No, I don't have one. I love them all so much. That's it. I like this laugh. He had a great laugh. Yes, Dragon Balls, 2-star.
Yes. My questions are like my personal favorite characters are Kurogane and God, his name's still in my mind. Speedgrapher. Saiga. Thank you. What are some of your other favorite characters that you've ever done throughout your entire career?
Let's see. I got to play. I got to play Rundus on Metroid.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
I got to play Garland in Final Fantasy.
Yes.
That was such a trip. I got that. There was no reason. There's no reason I should have gotten that role. Because I didn't live in California. I didn't audition for it. As it turns out, that the guy who was producing it knew me because he was the producer for that first Square Enix Full Metal Alchemist video game. You remember that? And as it turns out, the same actor that plays Armstrong plays Garland in the Japanese version of the Final Fantasy game. So there you go. Everyone's like, oh wow. Yeah. Yes. Hold on. Oh, Salty Ray box. Oh wow. Well, noise works too really well.
Got two questions here. First of all, I love your work.
Thank you.
Second of all, knowing that you've gone through Dragon Ball so many years and everything with Z, and you're going through Kai again, do you think you have as much knowledge about Dragon Ball Z as some of the other people online who are known for their knowledge of Z, like Mike Liberty and Gaiden Chuya?
Well, no, those guys are actually, they study that show. I mean, seriously. I know a lot. I know more than the average person does, and I definitely know more about it than any other voice director or anyone in the production community would know about it. But those guys, man, they know everything. They could tell you, like, you know, hey, what was the name of the fake sodas that Trunks was drinking when he? It was called Hep Tap Down is what I call it. It's like, or he tapped down. And then he also didn't. I don't know if you guys realize this, but I think Trunks had spent time on the Lost Island because he had Dharma Initiative beer in his refrigerator. Did you guys know that? Really crazy. But thanks. Dragon Ball is one of these shows that is Dragon Ball is one of those things that is what the show is. It won't ever go away. Because you think you've defeated it and it's gone, and then it comes back, bigger and stronger. And once smoke clears, like, I'm back. So we are still 12 years is a long time to work on one thing. And Dragon Ball Z Kai has been really fun. I mean, how often do you get a chance to go back and fix some of the things that you wish you could have fixed back then, if you'd only known about back then. So it's really neat to be able to, you don't get second chances like that very often, and it's been really, really, really neat to actually get to dub Dragon Ball Z Kai again. Plus, I get to see all of my favorite people I've been working with for a billion years. So, boot with pink stuff in it. Cool. I've come darn close to it. I have never fully passed out, but very, very close. I have hyperventilated many times, because when you're screaming that long, you get rid of all your oxygen, and then you try to take as much back in as possible. Two times.
Conversation between Vegeta and Kuwabara.
Okay. Hey, freak, what are you doing? I don't know. I was just going to this Metallica concert. What the crap is Metallica? they're like a rock band. Have you seen my friend Yukina? Oh, She's kind of hot.
It's the hair.
Thinking about making another Trunks, I am. Oh no, please don't. I'm getting that tickle feeling again. There you go. Boom. Those are two hard voices to jump back and forth. I've never been asked to do that. Whoa, forget 3rd of October, 2011.
Of all the characters you voiced, which ones would you want to meet most and why?
Oh, wow. Okay. I know I would not want to meet Vegeta, because that would... Seriously, guys, that wouldn't go anywhere. Hey, nice to meet you. Go away, you imbecile. Thank you very much. It was nice meeting you. I just peed myself a little bit. Let's see, what characters would I want to meet? I would love to meet Gyuro. I mean, come on, he's an alien frog from space. And all you have to do is bring like an attractive little girl around there with him, and he'll talk to you forever. And perhaps a grenade launcher. Yes, other questions? Yes, he had a question. You. Yes.
Could you repeat the line over 9,000?
Oh, could I repeat it? Okay, go ahead. Oh, if I have to repeat it, you have to say it first. You said I have to repeat it though. How am I going to repeat it if you don't say it? It's over 9,000! It's over 9,000! Wow.
Are the balls inert?
Oh my gosh. Can you imagine what it's like? I mean, granted, I feel very grateful that I get to come to these things. And I feel very grateful that I get to fly places and meet people and do cool stuff and get to hang out with people and to smell you all and all that good stuff. I'm just kidding. But seriously, it's so weird when people ask you to do that so many times. Like, it's not offensive really, because I understand why. But it'd be like if somebody walked up to you all the time and said, "Say something funny." Dude, okay, say something funny. Say my pants are on fire. You might say it once, and the second time you're like, do it, say it again. Say your pants are on fire. Oh my gosh, did any of you guys see the show called Extras? Have you guys?
Yes.
It's a British series that has Ricky Gervais in it. It's about this really pompous, hysterical dude who decides he wants to be a film actor, and he has to work as an extra. And eventually he becomes famous, sort of quasi-famous, and everyone wants him to do the catchphrase. It's like, "Are you having a laugh?" Anyway, so go watch that show. It's not animated, and it's not
It is
subtitled,
great.
so I don't know if you're gonna like it.
It's great.
Sunglasses. Oh gosh, man, that's a bad idea to look at people's stuff instead of people.
I'm sorry. This is slightly a criticism. I hope you don't take offense to this, but
I'll slightly offend you back. That's cool.
But I noticed in watching Kai, there's a sort of difference in performance with Piccolo in the beginning, because in the beginning of Dragon Ball Z, Piccolo was supposed to be like, Goku's #1 main adversary. This guy wants the world. But in Kai, it feels like they're making him out instantly to be hero material. It's I keep.
I've had that in mind though. I'm still trying to make him dark, but remember, Piccolo was not King Piccolo.
Right.
So it's not really it's not the same guy. So and I know that this is the nerdiest conversation, and I'm sorry, but I do like these sort of things. But once he fuses with Kami, and then with Nail, and eventually with Kami, he becomes a much better person. But at the start, I was trying to keep him dark, but you can tell there's a smile on his face every now and then. Just watch it, because I've studied this. I watch it every second at a time, and you can't really, it's hard to make all of his lines too over the top. I tried to read it so that, I wasn't trying to make him heroic by any means, but just, he's offering to help. He thinks they're all idiots, but I'm trying to make him a little bit scary, but you can't make him scary all the time when he'll turn around and kind of give someone a smirk and a chuckle or something.
Yeah, because the thing is that, he's helping for his own purposes.
He is.
Yeah.
He's helping for his own gain, but in Kai, that lasts all of about 5 episodes, so, before you know, like by episode 6, he's already trained Gohan, and so.
But it's still for his own purposes.
It is, but
in
he
the end, you know?
But he likes Gohan after that, so he has. We could talk about this for hours and hours and hours. See, honestly though, that used to be what conventions were more like, asking questions like that, but now it's like, will you say my sister's hot into my cell phone? Whoa, weird object from the future thing.
Hi, I actually have 2 questions for you, one for you and actually one for your wife if she doesn't mind.
Oh, sure, go ahead.
The one for you, it's not a weird question. It's, I'll go ahead and ask you first. Does he ever make jokes from the shows he's in around home and like go into like his voice, like say he's in the shower and you're all out of towers, like quickly summon woman, bring me time. Every time.
Every time. Tell him, honey. Every time. I very rarely actually use a towel. I usually just towel dry. I sort of shake dry and then I rub off all of the water just on whatever she happens to be wearing.
In the shower and goes,
It's weird. Because water is painful to me because I am literally so hot that I'm on fire. Tell me, honey. That's not my wife, by the way. It isn't though. It really is not my wife. She's up in the room. She's pregnant. Like,
Because you were pointing over there and you said my wife.
oh, she's over in that general direction. I'm so sorry. Sorry, honey. But when I come back from the future, we will be married.
The question for you though is, if you were going to do something with one of the characters you played, who would it be and what would you do? Anything you.
Oh, if I could do something?
Yeah.
Let's see. I would. Wow. Okay. If I could do something with them, I would. I'm trying to think of a good one, actually. If, do you guys have any suggestions? I would.
Get drunk with Vegeta.
Bumper cars with Piccolo. Wow, that's a good one. I like that. Thank you. Survey says. Ding ding ding. Yes, wizard hat. Yay.
Oh yeah.
Has been passed down the Armstrong line for generations in Ayami's place.
What has been passed down?
Anything.
Oh.
No, what has been
Oh.
Just better answer your question.
the Armstrong
Do an
line.
Armstrong.
Yes.
Ayami's voice.
Okay. Whoa, wait. Pasta? This is the pasta?
Okay.
Okay, cool. This is the merging of all anime into one. This is the pasta that has been passed down the Ayame line for generations. Weird. Weird. Where all things combine into one. Yes, in the front row here, thing.
Okay.
Can we get a shot of your sulky tattoo?
Oh, yes.
Right here you saw, I
Hold on a minute.
I fell over like
It's a tramp stamp, actually. It's right there. I'm kidding. I don't have it. I do not have a Salty Ray tattoo. If anyone told you that, they're liars. And if it was me, I am a liar, actually. I did put a picture on MySpace at one point that said, like, Rocket on my arm, but it was actually a Photoshop job. So I later named my dog Rocket, so yeah. But I would, if I had one, I would totally show it to you. This is the only tattoo I have, is this one. It's not a 3-star Dragon Ball. It's a mic input, in case you guys are interested. Whoa, okay, there's an animation happening here. Like, snake through the grass. Let's go with the snake first.
Snake.
No, it's a snake. It's a snake.
I'm so very sorry.
Say what you will. You lost the tooth.
Right, there you go, dear.
Now finish the dishes. And give me a drying cloth. I'm going to pour this water all over myself.
Congratulations on your new trial.
Thank you. Thank you. Halfway there.
Halfway there. Alright, my first question is, has there ever been a role that you always wanted to play or really wanted to play but didn't get it?
I've always gotten every role. Never wanted.
Really?
I'm kidding. Actually, believe it or not, I was cast on something and ultimately lost it because of a production change. But I was originally cast as Marcus Phoenix, if you guys are familiar with Gears of War. Yeah.
Wow.
There was a while where the company that was producing the game decided to come to Texas because they were having problems with the union or whatever, and cast the whole game out there. We did some sessions and everything, and then because they resolved their differences, they had to use the union actors. Boo. Boo. But that was awesome. A role that I've never auditioned for that I've always wanted to play is Solid Snake.
Yeah!
But he does a darn good job at that, so I really can't take it from him per se.
Second question, I've noticed early in the panel you mentioned your voicing Zero again. Is there a second season coming up?
Third
season.
season.
After 51, after episode 51,
I don't know. I really don't know.
He said he's a liar.
I don't really know. I'm not sure. Like if. What'd you say?
And if it sells well, so go buy it.
Yeah, if it sells, we'll go buy it now and prove it to me, and then I'll think about it. No, I really don't. I really don't know. I hope they do because yeah, it's a really good show. If not, I'm just going to continue to record it on my own. But I'll voice all the characters. Yay! 'Cause that's what I do. Huge sword in the back.
Holy.
I don't know if this was asked earlier because I came in a little late, but how do you keep all your different voices separate? Like you did almost all the characters in the thing.
I put them in different boxes. No, we have. It's really just a matter of kind of like placing the voice in different places, and you just sort of remember those placements. Because, as I said, I had some like Yamcha's voice is here. Vegeta's voice is the same thing. Just add scratch to it and give him a slightly British accent.
He sounds constipated.
But it's really kind of just where to place it in your voice. And we'll oftentimes remember, like we have lines that we'll do to remind ourselves of what the character sounds like. And when you go to Funimation, especially if it's been a while, they'll play you a reference of where the character was before. So, and when in some defense too, when you're doing multiple characters, oftentimes you'll go and do the first character all the way through, and then do the second one. They won't ask you to kind of flip-flop back and forth. Yes, thumbs up. Yes. What do I remember about it? I don't like that show. I'm just kidding. I love that show.
Had to have a mob.
I couldn't tell you episode by episode number, but I do love Popo's pecking order. The worms under the dirt.
In Popo's voice, sing the cucumber song.
I'm a cucumber. That was it. I'm a cucumber. Go, rapid fire. I'm just kidding. No, don't do that. Yes, Vegeta, Prince of Saiyans. Please stand. Stand. By the way, of all the Vegeta costumes I've seen, that actually you do one of the best cosplays I've seen of it. Like, most people do not get the hair right. It's really good. You are a bad man. Did the woman do it? Nice.
My question is, when you're directing, what's your approach to directing something that's already been produced and edited compared to maybe something original?
It's a lot of it is that it's the same concept. I actually find that producing stuff that's already been made actually is to some degree is easier in some ways and harder in some ways. It's easier because you know what the line is and you actually get to see a physical person acting that emotion out in front of you, like whether it's his eyes, his body language. So it's easier to kind of put your, to kind of fit your voice right into this already pre-existing thing. So it's a little bit easier there. Harder to match the mouth movements because it's really tricky to learn how to do that. And then, but when it's the opposite, when it's like a prelay thing or a video game, you really, it's a lot of theater of the mind. You just have to kind of imagine you're there. And that can actually be tricky in some situations, but it all depends on how good your director's vision is. And really, when it comes to me, I believe that all you have to do is cast awesome people, and your job is done. Because awesome people can look at that script and they know exactly what it needs to sound like. And the hardest thing about directing is trying not to always assume that what you hear in your head is correct. You have to trust these people that are better than you are to do what they do. And so that's why I do like working with some of the same people a lot, because they're the people I trust that they give me kind of stuff that sounds perfect and they don't have any question. You never have to spend time going, well, you understand, like, if you say it that way, that kind of implies that you didn't know what was going on, but actually it is. But the good actors, they know, they've read ahead, they kind of can read ahead, they instinctively know how to read lines well. So, boom, blam, done. Mario!
Two questions. One, way back when you guys were starting DBZ, did you have any doubts as to the direction, like, was it even worth it for all the effort? I mean, like, did they say do or die moment for Funimation to continue it?
Oh, those decisions were never mine as to whether to continue making it. I was never part of those decision processes. My only decision was whether I wanted to go to work and be able to make cartoon voices all day, and that was not a hard decision to make. I'm like, well, heck yeah. So that was never difficult. But did I misunderstand you?
Well, no, you sort of directed, but I was also asking you personally.
Sure.
My second question was, when you took over Piccolo's voice, did you ever consult with Scott McNeil, the original voice actor?
No, but I did listen to his voice. I didn't know Scott McNeil at the time when we first started doing it. I did later get to meet him and was honored to meet him. He's a really cool guy. And honestly, if it were my choice on Kai, and believe me, it just wasn't possible. I would have so flown Scott McNeil in to play Piccolo on Dragon Ball Z Kai, because I think his work on Piccolo, I will admit, is 10 times better than mine. He just really nails that character. He's really, really good. And to be honest, it's harder for me to play Piccolo because I play all these other voices, and it sucks that when you have to worry so much about whether you're going to sound like another character. That can affect kind of what you want to do with the voice, but he's able to just be completely free with it. He's not too close to any other main character that he plays, so yeah, I have a lot of respect for Scott McNeil. If you guys see him, give him a high five for me. I know he would high five you back. Yes, the flag, please. Ciao.
Out of all the voices you've done, which one would you say is
the easiest? Did you say the easiest voice? Yeah. Actually, Saiga in Speedgrapher was the easiest.
Yeah.
He was like, I called those sessions like coffee sessions, because you can literally hold a cup of coffee while you read it and not spill it when you're doing a role like that, because everything he did was just so quiet all the time. He's just so pensive, and he just talked about stuff. And he never would spill his cup of coffee. But every other show I'm in, like Sergeant Braun, was like, "You for idiot!" Like my hands are all over the place, but this, just an easy cup of coffee session. You freaking idiot! Oh, so many questions, so much time. Okay, just so I can see other people, I'll go with you. Yes. Yes.
Okay. If Alex Louis Armstrong crashed Edward and Winry's wedding and grabbed a microphone, what would he say?
Pretty deep.
This is Eric. Alex Louis Armstrong crashing Edward Elric and Winry's wedding. Wow, okay. Here we go. I
excuse me! This is the interrupting of weddings that has been passed down the Armstrong line for generations.
Okay, no, I don't know what he would do.
Please allow me to take off my shirt.
Yes, Scizor Fingers.
I saw on YouTube a Torcon video. Tell us what the thing here in front of me is the original feature. Live action, partially live action, animated feature. You know this one. Tell us about it.
What?
Torcon on YouTube. I saw it on YouTube. About a feature you made with Funimation a while back.
You mean Chuck E. Cheese in the Galaxy 5000?
Tell us about it.
I guess that's what it is. Actually, wow, Funimation, I don't know how they feel about me promoting the show, but because I don't even know if it's for sale anymore. Because I only think they sold 2 copies. Funimation made a deal at one point with Chuck E. Cheese, the pizza rat, to do this live action, like CGI kind of live action movie called Chuck E. Cheese in the Galaxy 5000. And it was kind of like the pizza rat said, "Hey, you guys want to make the movie?" And they're like "Sure, yeah, we've done that before, haven't we?" "Oh yeah, we've totally done that before," and no one's done it before. And it's really, really like kind of make fun of it bad. Like if you ever want to see it,
YouTube.
All you have to do is go to Galaxy 5000, but like type it in backwards, like Y. I can't go any more than that. So it's like 0005 Y. Yeah, you guys know how to do this. I can't think that way. That. Type it in backwards, and it has the whole feature on YouTube, and it is absolutely hysterically funny. And there's a part where I'm really super young, like this 99 or something. We made this. I've got like these sideburns that come out, like, way to here. And after watching that movie, I actually cut them off because I thought, wow, it looks kind of like I have a dog wrapped around my head. So, like a dog's hind legs. I used to call them Scully and Mulder because they would never touch. They were so close, but they would never touch. Yes, right here.
If anybody offered you a new role, what would be your dream role? Like any character out there.
Let's see, a role where I wouldn't have to say anything and they'd still pay me. I'll tell you.
Harpo Marx.
Let's see. I always get cast on military type roles. I really think I would sound great in the military. I'd be terrible at it, but I would sound really good. I would know exactly how to say anything they told me to say in the military. Let's see, roles. Let me think on. I would, if they ever decided to voice the king of the cosmos in Katamari Damacy, I would totally do that voice. That would be super awesome. And I'd voice him like Ayame. Okay, never mind. Upside down hat.
Yeah, I have 2 questions. One, who was your favorite voice actor that you've ever worked with?
My favorite voice actor that I've ever worked with. I can tell you wow, it's really hard to say. I really love a lot of the people I work with. But when it all comes down to it, when a project comes in, if someone said, all right, we've got this project and we need to do it, we need to have it done by tomorrow, what people would you call in absolutely tonight that would come in and bang up job it? It would be like Laura Bailey, Colleen Clinkenbeard, Lucy Christian. Because they are really the most diverse people ever. And then on the guy side, it would be like Eric Vale, Todd Habercorn, and let's see, and then myself, of course. No. Duh, I just do all the guy voices. I'm gonna be done. And like Rob McCullum, and I forgot. This is a newer, like this dude, Michael Tatum. I always forget about him But because Michael Tatum, like less than a few years ago, was just a dude living in the world. He was not an anime voice actor. He was not a voice actor at all. He was friends with Chris Bevins. Woo! Watch this, I can make people make noise. Like, it's really easy. Like, let's see, Brina Palencia. I left her off my girl list, actually. She's hands down like one of the top people. I wouldn't always bring, like, if they said I had to bring in people by the next day, I'd have to obviously call in Brina, because Lucy's out of town. So, let's see. I don't even know where I was going. Next question. Book in the back, Death Note, or whatever that is.
I'm a he.
Do you have any interesting stories?
I'm so sorry. I'm doing this all wrong. I called the
Let's see. Recording is always fun. My favorite stuff that we like to do is to make up lines when lines completely look like something else. We love to make extra scenes for them that unfortunately I don't know if anyone will ever see. Eventually, years from now, I'll be able to carry around some of these clips with them because they're usually pretty bad. I don't know. Nothing ever gets too like zany, because remember, we're always trying to get stuff done, so we're working really hard. I don't know. Let me think about that one too. I'd like you have priority access to my brain as well. Yes, Bulma. If you're dressed like Dragon Ball Z, you actually do get priority, or any of them, especially.
Okay, I know came out in 2009, and I haven't actually heard your response because I haven't gone to any conventions. What did you think of Dragon Ball Evolution? Out of curiosity.
I went to go see Dragon Ball Evolution in the theater, and I went with John Berkmeyer. He's the voice of Tien Shinhan, and he's a really good guy. He's also one of the head writer for Dragon Ball Z, and we went to go see it, and we were sort of taking bets. We were taking a poll to see how many people would actually be in the audience after about 15 minutes. And literally, one of us almost won with 11 people, and then 4 people walked out, right as we were tallying the votes. So, I think they kind of missed the mark a tiny bit. But what could they do? Because the Dragon Ball Z live action movie was already done, and I'm not talking about the super old one. It was only done a few years beforehand, so they didn't have any choice. You guys saw Matrix Revolution, right?
Yeah.
That was the Dragon Ball Z live action movie. You guys just didn't realize it. Go watch it again, and just imagine it's not Neo, it's Goku, all right? It's the live action movie, done. Yeah, I was actually a little surprised, because when it was kind of shocking to me that there were so many, three more questions, or three more compliments.
You're a great guy.
Why I'm picking the person with the pink sandwich next. Yeah, it's just weird that with a show that had about 50,000 characters, they felt the need to make up new ones. Like a movie that's based on a show that has so much material that they're just like, we're just gonna make something up.
And they left out Krillin.
They left out Krillin. It's bad.
The movie sucked.
It wasn't my favorite movie, I'll say that. Pink Bread Girl.
Did you love Kurogane 5 times more after you found out about how his parents died and everything?
His parents died? Oh, you totally ruined it for me.
You ruined it?
No, I did. Actually, I was really excited when I finally found out about Kurogane, because nobody would tell me. The directors wouldn't tell me what was up with him at all. They wanted it to be a surprise, so it was kind of awesome. Yes, in the back corner there, yes. Okay.
What made you decide to start Overtron, and where did you get that name?
Okay. What made me start Overtron was that as much as I like anime, video games are my absolute love.
Yes.
And also, it just made a lot of sense to do it, because I like to work in production. I like to do more things than just act. And I knew a bunch of really talented people that wanted to do cool stuff. So I just got those talented people together and we did it. Overtron comes from the following things. My very first email address, when I signed up for it, when I was like, before I even had the job at Funimation, this is like mid-90s, I signed up for like a Yahoo account. And I couldn't be Chris at yahoo.com, and I didn't want to, like, Chris Sabot seemed kind of dumb, and so I had just eaten at a soul food restaurant, and I had turned to my roommate and was like, you know, I just need to, we really need to eat more okra. And I was like, that's my email address, eatmoreokra at yahoo.com. So okra became this thing that's kind of, and everyone would ask, why did you use that as your email address? So I just kept using it as different things, like Okra Boy when I would be like, or like Okra Man and Okra, and all these different things. So eventually it became part of my company name. Tron is not necessarily based on the movie. It's based on this fascination I've always had with people using names like Tron and Omatic to give a product technological significance. You know, like a vending machine might be called like the Ventron. So it makes it sound way cooler. So Okratron made okra sound like it was technologically significant. And 5000 came from this fascination with the year 2000, because I always thought when I was a kid I had this book called The Kid's Whole Future Catalog, and it would talk about how by the year 2000 we'll all have flying cars and everything will be awesome, and we'll have our own personal robots. And then as the year was approaching, I realized a lot of other businesses had named their companies like, you know, Laundromat 2000, and that was supposed to be really futuristic, but as we approached the year 2000, I realized that those companies were suddenly going to be extremely dated. So 5000 is for longevity, so okra means nothing. Tron gives nothing technological significance, and 5000 gives the company longevity. Boom, done.
There you go.
Yeah. That's a long explanation. Actually, I was totally wasted. You came up with the name. No, it's true though. Yes, power. Oh wait, you again, damn. Like your face is hidden every time you ask the question, so. I don't know. I haven't seen
Chris Sabot
I haven't
panel.
seen in a long time. You know what? I'm taking up somebody else's panel time, and I'm really sorry. Whose panel am I taking up right now?
I don't know. It's not important.
Okay, but it is important to
Anime
them.
USA Con staff, everybody.
Guys, we're going to need to clear the room out. I am going to be here tomorrow. There's all sort of 1 p.m. Is that what I have autographs at 1 p.m. and then something else at something p.m. But I will be here throughout the day tomorrow, so we could get a picture together or whatever, and something, or we could high five or something like that. Thank you for coming. Take care. Good night.
All right, everybody. Before you all go, hey! Don't leave the door. Stop. Before you all leave, can you do me a favor and fill out these questionnaires there for next year?
I'll do it.
Yes, everywhere.
Or I'll find you.
If they say that you like the panel, please rate me 5.
Is there a number higher than 5?
There's always a 9,000.
9,000. 9001.
Everybody's taking a